Welcome all to our channel JTech Client. Our today's topic number 4 in Entity Framework Core video tutorial series is database first approach into the Entity Framework Core. So in our previous video, we have discussed about the code first approach, where we have saw how to create the database from the entity model or the model classes. So in this video, we will see what is meant by the database first approach, how to create the database table, how to generate the entities from the existing database. So now let's start, and first we see what is meant by the database first approach. The database first approach creates the entity from existing database and we use all other functionalities. Database first approach provides an alternative way for the code first approach, or you can say the model first approach into the entity framework core. So in this approach, it will create the model codes like classes, properties, and the DB context from the database in the project. And those classes will be used as a link between the database and our controller. So in our previous video, we have created the simple database, and on that we have created the two tables, that is student and student address, using the code first approach. So now let's add the one table over there and we will generate the entity from that database. So for this example, we have created the new project where we understand how to run or use the database first approach. So let's switch to the Visual Studio and see the example. So in our previous video, we have created the database student master here, and inside that we have added the two tables. So we have two tables over here. One is a student and another is a student address. Let's add one more table here with the name student class, where we have the ID, name. So we will keep only two columns over here for our understanding purpose, and we will mark ID as a primary key and it will be the auto generated. So let's choose the identity specification to yes and it will be incremented by 1. Let's save and give the name class. So now we have the three tables here: class, student, and the student address. Now let's switch to the Visual Studio and see how to generate the model from this database. So to save the time, I have created the project for our database first approach. So if anyone has any doubt or a query on this, how to create the project, which are the dependency required, so you can watch our previous video on the installing the entity framework core. So as we have created the tables into our database, we need to create the entity from the database table. So if you have any experience into the previous ASP.NET MVC where you have used the entity framework, where we have the wizard and we need to create the DB context from our database, but into the .NET Core we don't have the wizard available, so you need to use either the .NET CLI or the package manager console. So let's go to the package manager console, negate package manager console, wait for the initializing the PowerShell. So now once you come here, you need to run the command like a scaffold db context. So I already have a code snippet, so I have added here. So if you see, we have used scaffold dash db context, and after this we have given the provider. Provider is required as we need to mention where the provider you are going to be used, like SQL Server, MySQL, or as per your requirement. After that we have provided the connection string with the help of dash connection. Here we have the data source where we have given the server name, our database name. So this is the command you need to run for creating the models. So after this, if you enter, it will start for the build and it will create the build succeed. So after build succeed, you will find there are the multiple file created over here, and if you go, we have the class created where we have the two properties, ID and the name. Let's go to the student also have the, which is similar to our database structure. So here it is created the student address and the class, and the student master context file is created. If you go here, if you find db set is created here, and the also on configuring it is given the connection string. So in this way you will create the models from the database. So in our next video we will see how to query into the entity framework core. So please let us know if anyone has any query or doubt. We will meet in our next video. Thank you.